All right, so I don't think I've ever done this before, but I was so incredibly floored by this 3-pitch K from Lance McCullers Jr. that I really just couldn't help myself. I wanted to record a video to talk about it. So this truly may be one of the most dominant 3-pitch sequences I've seen this year. It showcases a new pitch from Lance McCullers and how important that can be for him, and it's also just a fantastic piece of pitching, so I wanted to break it down. Okay, so rather than show you the whole thing at once, I want to start by going pitch by pitch. So let's go ahead and start with the first pitch. So this is just an absolutely disgusting 93-mile-an-hour sinker that looks like it's just coming right towards Kyle Seager before just coming back towards the plate, catching the corner for a strike. Now, the first thing that pops out about this pitch is just how filthy it is. The second thing is that Kyle Seager's reaction, right? I mean, that pops out too. And I wanted to highlight just why he's flinching, right? Let's take a look at this pitch zoomed in Premiere, okay? So there's a few points that are really important for a batter and a pitcher. There's the release point, the recognition point, and which is the point in time that a batter recognizes a pitch, and then there's the commit point, the point at which the batter must commit to swinging or not. Now, the recognition point, right, the point in time that a batter recognizes a pitch comes about 100 milliseconds after the release. So it's not perfect, but let's say this is the recognition point, okay? So let's follow the path. Still going towards the hitter, still going towards the hitter, still going towards the hitter, still going towards the hitter. And now we're getting close to Seager's commit point, which is 167 milliseconds before reaching the plate. And look what it does at the last second. It just comes right back and it gets the edge of the plate there for strike one. I love that you can actually see Seager start to flinch as it begins to break over the plate. What an absolutely devastating pitch that is. And Seager can only just kick the dirt and move on to the next pitch. So why don't we go ahead and do the same. Next pitch is a 91-mile-an-hour cutter. Now, for those unfamiliar, this is a new pitch for McCullers. It's really important because if we take a quick look at his Baseball Savant page, we can see that he likes to beat you low, right? Changeups are mostly low. Curveballs are mostly low. The sinkers are a little bit higher, not necessarily low, but not high, right? There isn't one particular pitch that he's frequently dotting the top of the zone with. Now, if we go back and look at that cutter, we see his ability to paint the back door with it, and at this point, Seager is just completely lost. I mean, this is a new pitch for McCullers, and in no way, shape, or form was Kyle Seager looking for it, as you can see by his body language. Now, he could definitely be thinking, I don't know if that was a strike, but yeah, that was a strike. That was a strike, Kyle. And you were not ready to cover that part of the plate. And I don't blame you, because you're probably looking low. So now, at this point, Seager has to think, okay, he beat me front door with a sinker. He beat me back door with a cutter. What's he going to do here? Does he go to the changeup for the strikeout? Does he try to elevate again? Does he come inside? Let's take a look. 83-mile-an-hour knuckle curve right at the bottom of the zone. Absolutely perfectly placed. It looks like a strike. It falls off the table, and McCullers gets his guy on 3 pitches. Let's take a look at all of these pitches overlaid on top of one another, too. I mean, the first thing that sticks out to me is we see the release points on all these are very similar, right? Also, notice how long the cutter and curveball tunnel with one another. That's why it's so important to have that cutter. They're on the same plane for so long. It's such a deadly weapon for McCullers because hitters have no idea if that pitch is going to stay up and paint the top of the zone or fall off the table completely. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the overlay with colors so we can see each pitch by pitch type. It's just gorgeous. I mean, 3 different locations, 3 different movement profiles, 3 different velocities, just pure and utter dominance, and you absolutely love to see it. So before we wrap up here, why don't we go ahead and just take a look at the final sequence pitch by pitch by pitch. Here's that first sinker, gorgeous. Here's that backdoor cutter, absolutely fantastic. And last but not least, that curveball, just awesome. It's just really great to see. And then the final overlay. Could absolutely watch it all day long. Love to see it.